So let's see if we can do that. So we're going to give everyone a chance to come in. Thank you guys that are already here for joining in tonight, as always. We'll be right back. Welcome to the Audio Master Show tonight. Thank you guys for joining in, man. We got so much going on. And tonight we are doing the Shure Sm57 versus the Shure Sm7B. Oh, man, it finally came in, the windscreen to the Shure Sm7. The 57. And so I wanted to do this shootout tonight and let you guys decide on what microphone you like the best, man. So this is all about you as to where you want to invest your money and how much money you want to actually spend on a microphone for your broadcast. So we are talking through the Shure Sm57 right now, and to me it really sounds it sounds really good. It sounds pretty close to the Shure Sm7B, but I'm going to let you guys decide on that. I'm approximately, I guess I'd have to say probably 3-4 inches away from the capsule, but I do have this windscreen on here right now, this popper stopper, and so that's what you're hearing right now, and it don't sound too bad, man. This microphone is $100 microphone compared to a $350 plus microphone. So anyway, it don't sound too bad, does it? So we've been talking through the Shure Sm57, and now I'm going to lean over and talking through the Shure Sm7B. Okay, now I'm talking through the Shure Sm7B microphone, probably about the same distance away from the capsule as the 57. Um, they both really sound really good to me. So it's going to be hard for me to judge, being that I'm actually in real time listening to what's going on. And so, you always get a better ear to things when you're listening back instead of tracking. So we are going through the Shure SM7B right now, and it sounds really, really nice and tight, right? So I'm gonna jump on over to the $100 microphone, the Shure SM57. Now I'm on the 57. I'm talking through the $99 microphone right here. It's a beauty, man. It really looks hot with the shock mount on it. I actually got the shock mount, which was $22 off of Amazon. And then I want to say the windscreen was $12. And it fits this microphone perfectly, I might add. And it really doesn't sound bad. I mean, if you guys are just starting out and doing a podcast, I told you guys I was going to get on here and actually let you decide on what microphone you like sounds best. So I really wanted to kind of stay neutral and let you guys decide on that yourself. But the Shure SM57 came out in 1965. That is the microphone I'm talking through right now. I want to say that every president that was ever president had one of these and talked through the SM57 since they came out in 1965. At least that's what the Wikipedia said about it. So evidently, it's a great microphone if the presidents are going to talk through this microphone, right? But it wasn't until 1973 that the Shure SM7 came out, and that's this microphone that I'm talking through right here. The Shure SM7 came out in 1973, and it's been a standing force against all of your broadcast microphones that are out there, especially the Electro Voice RE20, which is a well-known microphone for broadcast. I want to show you guys the RE20. So for those of you who have never seen the RE20, this is Electro Voice RE20. It is on every talk show or radio station, probably known to man. So it would have to be a toss-up between this microphone and the Shure SM7B that I'm actually talking to now. And so to my ears, actually, the Shure SM7B sounds really, really close to the 57. Now I'm talking through the 57. Uh, I do notice it just seems like it has a little more brightness to it than the Shure SM7B. But then again, I don't want to throw you guys. I'd like to hear your thoughts on what microphone um, sounds best to you and how it comes across. It's really kind of hard to say, right? They both sound really, really good. If I notice the plosives in the Shure SM57 a little more than the SM7B. You can hear the pop and P's, but see if I talk off axis over to the side like this, you don't hear you don't hear the air, the pop and P's that might get into the microphone. And keep in mind, I am close to the mic, and so I am working the proximity effect really nice. It has a nice proximity effect thing, doesn't it? The Shure 57 1965 rode off the assembly line and has been on every stage for miking amplifiers from here to Timbuktu. So now we're back on the Shure SM7B microphone, and this is quite a little bit more expensive mic than the 57. So it really kind of depends on what you guys think about the 57 compared to the SM7B. There is quite of a difference in the price, so whatever fits your budget or whatever aesthetics in your studio that you like to go with, maybe something that you might want to consider between the 57 and the SM7B. So we are talking through the SM7B right now, and I'm going to let you guys, I'd like to hear your opinion on what you think sounds best. Now keep in mind the preamp's the same, the settings are all the same pretty much, as close as I could get it. So now we're talking through the Shure 57 microphone. What's a going on, Mr. Landscape? How you doing, Victoria? Sweet shirt. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I really dig this shirt too, man. I do have some heather gray ones out, red, white, and blue that are tricked and ready for summertime. But I'm a digging it too, man. I really like both the shirts that I got. Thank you, Victoria. I appreciate that. The black ones do rock though, man. You know, it's hard to beat black and white, right? It's kind of timeless. What's a going on, Bull Tide? Nice lighting, dude. You like that lighting going on, huh? Yeah, man. I finally getting it tricked out. You know, it took me, as you know, you've seen all my videos. It took me quite some time to actually get get the ambience just right and the mojo going and everything. Game Blaster, what's it going on, Game Blaster? Nice mics. Yeah, see, I'm doing a shootout tonight between the 57. As you know, I think you sang through that 57 once before. So this is the 57 microphone, and then this is the Shure SM7B microphone. Now, this is $100 mic, and this is a $350 mic. And you know what? I'd like to hear your thoughts. If you could hear the difference between the two, they sound really, really close to me. It's hard for me to tell. So I was going to let you guys decide on what mic you want to put in your studio. Because daggone, man, they both look hot. Okay, this is a 57 with the popper stopper on it. And look, it's hot looking, man. For $100, $22 for the shock mount, $12 for the popper stopper. And this one back here is $350 plus. And so this one back here is in every radio station around the world, as you guys probably already know. But this one right here isn't in every broadcast studio. However, it's on every stage in the world for miking guitar cabs and whatnot. So I thought, well, why not give it a mic shootout tonight and let you guys decide on what mic. Hey, Cynthia, how you doing? I'm doing great. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys joining in tonight, man. Kind of keep it rolling, you know what I mean? Makes the night go by faster when you got company, you know what I'm saying? and I like having company. I do, as you know, y'all all know that. Um, but this is $100 microphone I'm talking through, man. It's insane. It sounds so close to the Shure Sm7B. I just, I mean, this is the 7B, and this is a 57 7B 57. They sound close, don't they? I mean, this one, the 57, came out in 1965, and it's used been every president since 1965 has talked through the Shure SM57. Isn't that neat to know that every president used this on their stage to talk through? And this one didn't come out until 1973, the SM7B. Somebody's blowing me up, man. Let me see who it is. Let me see who it is. Always got to check it out. Oh, yeah, man. I love it, man. My phone blows up whenever I get on here. So I don't know if you know Game Blaster and Cynthia and Bulltide, Mr. Landscape, but I've been since I opened the Facebook group page up. Everybody now, just instead of getting on here, a lot of times they just message me on my phone. So it's kind of cool that I can be eating dinner wherever people are texting me. You going on tonight? So anyway, it's kind of cool, right? So thank you guys so much for joining in tonight, man. I appreciate it. I miss each and every one of you, man. Poker man just got here for the party. Okay. Thank you so much. We always got a party going on here, man. I went down to the beach today and mowed a little zacate and pulled some weeds and said, you know what, I need to get back because my microphone's pop filter and shock mounts in. And I've been wanting to do this show and hang out with you guys. So I was like, okay, man, I'm going to jet on back home and do another show because we're getting close, man. We're getting close. And you guys know what I'm talking about. We are getting real close to having fireworks go off on my channel. And I can't wait till that happens, man. I've been sharing a lot of information, good information with you guys daily, as you know. We've also started a midnight special show, which is really cool. So if you miss out on the 7 or 8 o'clock show, man, come on at midnight. We're doing the midnight special, man. Take you back a little while in those old days. The midnight special show with Audio Master. Ah, really cool stuff, right? I remember those old days, man. It was fun growing up in the 70s. I will tell you that. Things are really, really cool. So yeah, tonight we're gonna do the 57 and the SM7B shootout. Tomorrow night we're gonna do the S55. I mean the Shure 55. And if you guys don't know what the 55 looks like, there it is right there. This is a very cool nostalgic mic that was used, and this everybody calls this the Elvis Presley mic because he sang through this on stage quite a bit. And so I was going to do the 55 against the 57 tomorrow night and let you guys decide on what you think sounds best, man. This is a broadcasting microphone as well. So not only was this a nice microphone to sing on stage because it's got that look, you know what I mean? But this was a nice microphone as well to for broadcasters, radio announcers. So this was used in their studio for a long, long time. But so I was going to do a shootout with this one tomorrow night. You don't want to miss out on this. This is really a cool mic, y'all. I love this mic just because it looks totally freaking trick. Look, you can bend it all kind of ways, right? So you got it on your mic stand. You can hang it up like that on your mic stand, or like this. It really has that cool look, doesn't it? And then it has the switch on the front. So if you want to mute the noise or mute everything, you just hit that switch, bam, off the air. You don't got to worry about any noise leaking into it. So this is a beauty. And then we also going to do the Electro Voice RE20 against the Shure Sm7B and the 57. Now this one's going to be interesting. That shootout is actually one that I really want to see what's going on, man. Just because the Electro Voice RE20 and the 57 have been in the playing field for a long time. The Electro Voice came out in 1969. Okay, this is a beauty too. Look at it. Just looks like something out of a freaking time capsule. Space age, man. Something you see on Star Trek. So this came out in 1969, and this has been a racehorse in every broadcasting studio and recording studio worldwide since 1969. So that's why I want to jump on this one and this one. This is the 55, came out in 55. So it's going to be interesting, you guys, and I want you guys to actually do the judging. I don't want to do any judging. I want you guys to let me know what you think as to what microphone you like, man. So we got a lot of cool things going on. We got some interviews coming up, Poker Man. I hope you've been doing okay, man. I haven't seen you in a while, and I miss the heck out of you coming on the show and hanging out, man. So whenever you get free or whatever, you know the gig, you know the number. Anyway, it's been real, man. I've just been totally freaking busy. It's been crazy between my channel and the book coming out. I don't know if you know, I've got a book coming out, and the publisher actually sent an email tonight and wants me to proof everything because they're ready to go with it. They're ready to fly, put it on the shelves. So I was like, man, I got to do my show. I hadn't even had time to look at proof my book or anything yet. So, anyways, that's how crazy it's been for me. And I figure I'd rather be busy, y'all know, than not busy at all. When you're not busy, you kind of get depressed, And so anyway, I don't want to get depressed, man. I like hanging out with you guys, much funner and talking audio equipment. Oh, I wanted to tell you, Bull Todd, Poker Man. Um, I have a Korg synthesizer coming in, and you don't want to miss out on the unboxing on it. But it's one of those synthesizers that has all those sounds that was used in the 70s. So it has those analog sounds. And there's a couple of presets that's already in a synth that they used on Welcome to the Machine, which is those Pink Floyd albums and all those cool Pink Floyd songs, man. You can actually dial in right to the setting, and I mean, it's the same stuff. Sounds just like what they used whenever they made that album. And so I'm going to be actually doing creating some new music with it, man, in the studio. Ah, I love it, man. So it's going to be interesting to see what the heck I can come up with all those old cool 70s synths and everything that they used on the Pink Floyd album and all those cool old albums when there was a lot of synths and strings going on in that techno music and all that cool stuff. And it's got loops and it's got all that kind of stuff in there where I can put it in the computer and do a bunch of MIDI stuff and then add the synth tracks and then add vocals. So, dude, if you're in that location, find me. You know where you can find me. Come hang out, man, and we'll put down some tracks. Yeah, man. Won't that be fun? You know it will. So anyway, it's really cool, man, and just so much going on right now. We got an interview with Rick Dana. For those of you who don't know Rick Dana, he's kind of like a local in this area who is a local icon, and so we got Rick Dana coming on, and just many other people. Tyler Cesaris, I think you know Tyler, Bull Tide. Anyway, we got him coming on. We're going to do an interview with him. There's so many different people we got coming in. And it's just, I just need to reach out to them and set up a time to make it for sure, as to when they're coming on so I can let you guys know and y'all can join on in. Don't want to miss out, man. We got some cool stuff. And also, if you haven't joined the Facebook group, you go to Facebook, type in the group section. Well, you hit the group section, there's a little box that comes up. And if you type in that box, Audio Master, it'll bring you to our channel. And if it doesn't bring you into our channel to subscribe, it'll give me a notification. And then when I see the notification, I'll bring you in. And then that way you can be a part of it because you don't want to miss out on what other engineers are doing in their studio. And then also what other musicians are doing it in the recording studio. So they're putting their stuff on it, their music on it. So it's just a great hub for all of us to hang out and be a part of, man, as the channel grows and as everybody comes in and plays a part, right? So it's really cool, and I appreciate all of you as always, and I don't know how much I can reiterate that, but if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be on here doing this and sharing all this great information for the next generation. Because we got a next generation coming up, and it's always good to download what our talents are and what we have learned through the years to the little ones. And then that way, when they grow up, man, they'll kind of have a head start on everything and be able to do well in life, right? So it's our job to make sure we download in them everything we know so that they get a good start, right? So anyway, Aaron actually teaches the workout studio classes, my body pump class, and a few other classes he teaches. But he's an expert at excuse me, at trumpet playing, and he was a Marine and in the Marines, and he was like in the band, like the leader of it all, man. He was like the go-to cat king, the meow meow cats meow, whatever you want to say, all the stars, he was all of that. And so I seen a video he was doing the other day teaching a kid 10 years old, if I had to guess, and I was thinking, there you go, man. That's the way to do it, Aaron. Download into the next generation, man. Teach those kids an instrument, teach them how to play something, and so they can get a head start in life. You know what I mean? We all need that, right? And so if you got it, flaunt it and teach it, and that way all the little ones can grow up and you know, have it instilled in them, man, to be a music lover. And if they don't become a musician, perhaps, just perhaps, they might like the engineer side of it. Because there's so many other cool sides to the music business, man. Promoters, producers, engineers, mastering engineers. There's all these different hats that bring it all together as a whole to make it a beautiful thing, man. So, what are we going to do? Where is the music industry going? Who knows, right? But in the meantime, we're going to be in our studio and we are going to be recording and playing music and doing things we love, talking about microphones, doing microphone shootouts, and sharing what we know with all you guys. So that for those of you who are just starting out who don't know, also I want to Teddy Riley wrote in, and I didn't put a little pop up screen up there, but Teddy, I wanted to say I am going to be doing the video on what doll to use and what I think would be a good starter doll. And so it'll probably be the latter part of this week that I'll actually do that video for you to make your own decision on what doll you'd like to go with. But I've got a few in mind, some that are free, okay, and then some that isn't so much, and then some that you can spend tons of money on. And but I'm going to tell you what I think about all of them, and then you can make your own choice as to what doll you would like to put in your computer and get going, man. So, if you're watching tonight, Teddy, I would like you to check out the two microphones that I'm actually doing the shootout because this might be, you might want to decide on one of these two to be your first go to microphone in your studio. I know you're just starting out. And keep in mind, this is $100 microphone and this is a $350 microphone. And they're both stars. They're both winners, okay? They're both in every major studio worldwide, so you can't go wrong. Maybe you might want to start out with the $100 one because you're not going to go wrong anyway. You can still use it in your studio, whether you're miking guitar cabs or something of that nature, or drums or whatever. You can always use the 57. But as far as your podcast goes, or maybe you have the money for both. Who knows? I don't know. But I wanted to do this shootout. And if you're watching, you might want to pick one of these babies up, man, because you will want one in your studio, or two, or three, or four, or five, right? Or who knows, maybe 10 of these puppies, man. And $99 that's a pretty cheap mic to record your drums with. You might want to put a 57 on the snare, one on the top, one on the bottom, and then you maybe want to put a RE20 on the toms. Or anyway, there's just so much to all that, but we can do a lot with MIDI these days. So you might even not even go that direction. But thank you guys for joining in. We're going to keep it short because we got a midnight special tonight, and you don't want to miss out on tonight's episode. So, as always, we do appreciate. And remember, if you hover your mouse right over that corner right there, there should be an audio master icon that looks just like my shirt. Okay. So if you hover it over that baby like this and click on it, bam, it's going to pull you in, man. You're going to be a part of the group, man. You're going to be able to hang out with us. And then also, if you slam that bell out of the park and get you a grand slam, it's going to notify you as to when I come on. So you might want to do that as well, man, because we got some cool things going on in the show, and you don't want to miss out for show. So until then, we will see you tonight at midnight.